How's it going, guys? So it's been a couple days since my last video, and to be honest, there's a bunch of really good football games this weekend, so I just didn't have too much time to make one. But this time we're going to be testing aggressive catching as well as defending. I tested 6 different receivers and 5 cornerbacks. These are either corners that I've had or I'm planning on getting, so if you have your own you want tested, just leave that in the Reddit comments or on this YouTube post. So let's get to these results. So you'll see Vincent Jackson kind of stood above the rest. A little bit. They were all about 3% apart. But I will say that, well, it's kind of surprising that you see these results considering they're going against the best corners in the game. And Vincent Jackson's the only one that cost above like 300K. Well, maybe Finneran, but none of these guys are that expensive, and they were getting these stats against cards that are around anywhere between, I don't know, like 300 and a million coins. So that's kind of depressing considering it's almost a coin flip, or better than a coin flip in most of those. So here's the corners I was talking about. You have the Legend Seawood, Night Train, Revis, Norman, and Sherman. Norman and Seawood had the most picks. Not that surprising considering they have pretty high spectacular catch. And then Revis locked it down, you see, 59%. Well, 59% isn't locked down at all. That's like barely better than a coin toss. So, kind of goes to show you how broken aggressive catching is in this game. He was going against great receivers, but Revis goes for about 600K, and a lot of those receivers go between 200 and 300K. So I can't imagine what the top tier dudes like OBJ would do against him, the 99 overall one. Kind of disappointing, but I'm pretty glad that I've spent that much on my secondary. Mind you, this was man-to-man, no press, and no safety help over the top. So, you obviously expect to get better results in-game, but just in a one-on-one situation like that, it's pretty disappointing to see the receivers dominate like that. And Norman did the second best. He's mainly a zone corner. So I don't think the man zone had much to do with it. I'm not sure what stat it is. I'll test that in the future. So here's the individual breakdowns, starting with the corners. You can see how each corner did against the different receiver. Not going to get too in-depth with it. I'll let you guys check it out for yourselves, see what you come up with. I only gave them 15 reps each, so if you see one that's way out there, it could just be due to the randomness. I will say Sherman was easily the worst of them. Halfway through this test, I went online and sold him. Now I'm rocking the Legend Charles Woodson and UF Norman. I sold off my team, so I'll post a video of that in the future. But here we go. Here's the receivers, and Vincent Jackson did very well, as I said. He should. He goes for over $1 million. So not that surprising, to be honest. I've had BCA fits. Well, I currently have BCA fits. I have Team of the Week Megatron, and I also had Ultimate Freeze OBJ in the past. And to be perfectly honest, wasn't a fan of OBJ. His run blocking is bad. To me, I think Calvin Johnson and BCA Fitz are a bit of a toss-up. You saw there that Calvin Johnson had the better numbers, but I don't know. I kind of like BCA Fitz because he has really high acceleration, and I found he just did more for me, like other than going deep. But you really can't go wrong with either one. Calvin Johnson's bigger. I think his run after catch stuff might be a little bit better, so he might be the better choice. But I went with Larry Fitzgerald just because I like him as a player a little bit more. I have no problem with Megatron, but I don't know. Larry Fitzgerald's just badass. So my recommendation would be, these are the guys that I recommend that I showed you here. These are guys that I've used. These are guys that I liked. I've tried Mike Evans and guys like that, but these are the main dudes that I like. So off of that as well, if you guys want to see anyone tested, please just leave a Reddit comment or a YouTube comment. I'll test whoever. I'm more than willing to do a couple of these tests on this aggressive catching, whether it be a corner or a receiver, anything like that. Love to do it. If you guys want to see who the best is in like the red zone, a little fade route, cool doing that. Your guys' suggestions is key. I really make these videos to help you guys out as well as myself. I remade my team and a lot of my testing influenced it, but these tests are mainly for you guys. So anyone you guys want to see tested, please just leave those comments. And the song for today is going to be Jeopardy by Run the Jewels. That song's when I'm ready to max out on deadlift. I fucking love that song. Chose that song because getting closer and closer to being able to start lifting weights again. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I had surgery on my hand. Haven't been able to do shit. I think I have 2 more months before I can start lifting weights and getting ready for next football season. Powerlifting is life. I love that shit. So, thanks guys. Have a good one.